obviously CDM is the one that I think has the largest awareness from the industry perspective, crisscrossing the government. Einstein, in regards to putting E3A out, last year to all agencies, was a critical step, and really the two of them working together can provide substantial additional security capabilities. AIS is where we're really now building those relationships with the private and public sector to share the indicators, another means by which to share that information across all the different agencies. The HVA activities, where we're now engaging with agencies to do deep dives, security architecture reviews, and risk vulnerability reviews for all the crown jewels in the government. And in addition to that, bringing awareness in regards to what's called ICS, or industrial control systems. We had a meeting recently where we brought our director, who's responsible for that, to a CIO council meeting, and it was almost like eyes, the deer in front of the headlights type thing, because we're always focused on the application piece, but we're sort of forgetting all the other type of things that are tied to it. If we think about the treasury and the currency, there's machines tied to that. We think about the Hoover Dam. We think about FAA and the fuselages and the planes and things of that nature. We're involved with all that too. Okay, so we do support that activity. So it's really increasing the awareness of the full capacity that cyber incidents could have within an agency. And as we look at that, we're also expanding additional programs, to meet those demands. So we're constantly looking at where is the next threat, how do we prepare for it. And we're actually preparing it in advance, because at least we have sufficient information with our partners and our international partners and everything else to get in front of these activities in support of what programs we need to move forward. Constantly working with the CISOs and the CIOs in regards to where internally they can be able to develop appropriate governance programs. So when you invest and leverage the investment of, say, CDM again, that they're taking best advantage of the full capacity of the tools that they have. When you invest in the phase 2 privilege access and things of that nature, well, you have the structure in place. Well, what happens if somebody is an insider threat? How are you going to handle that? So we provide that as well. So it's really a full gamut of capabilities we bring out. CDM is one critical tool set, but really all that builds on it. And that's, so we're engaged in a lot of different venues along that line with agencies, as well as, making sure that we're hearing from the agencies. This coming Monday, every quarter we host an all-agency meeting. We have about 200 to 300 representatives of all the government agencies. And that's where we're talking about the various programs, but also that's where we bring the CIOs and CISOs and panel discussions. Where should we be going? What are the challenges you're facing? How can we work in partnership with you in relationship to, be it the executive order that's coming down, or in relationship to budget issues in regards to OMB. DHS has been viewed as a partner. And as I said before, we had to break down the silos of the agencies and how everybody's sort of attacking things differently. I really have seen that over the last few years. And now we can partner not only in regards to with the agencies, but when we're partnering, we're leveraging best practices across all the agencies. And now we're actually even pushing that down to state levels. We have a new program we kicked off called FedOut with federal agencies, where the federal agency CIO is increasing their relationships, or basically increasing the relationships by pushing out cyber best practices to the state agency CIO. When you think about the education department, that has 52 state agencies, CIOs that they're working with there's a lot of information exchange going on. So working at that angle in regards to pushing that out, as well as at the governor's level and the state CIO level. So we really have our hands in a lot of different aspects of that, but we're leveraging the results and what we learned from all that to be able to bring it back in support, of the federal government, but also in support, the broader government capacities that we're trying to protect.